boys handshake to play. That's a flag.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And we are underway at RG Stadium in Houston. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. A first down carry here for Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Watson, he's going to do it himself. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check 55, come on. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch 55.
And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Good. Makes the score Texans 7, Bengals 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Cincinnati.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
A 41-yard.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. That's taken in by Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Complete.
His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll give it to Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They're passing here. Joe Burrow, blanketed coverage by Houston, makes it 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete to John Ross.
John Ross, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Now 2nd and 6.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A toss left side. Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
Now Burrow. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Gerald McCoy able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
And 12.
Now it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back taken about the 37-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Third down. Third and long.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. T. Higgins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Watson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st down, Bengals.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Buying time to his left.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he's got room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Nothing too fancy there. A simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of
Jesse
scrimmage.
Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
2nd and 10 at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Watson a give. This is Johnson.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up second and
now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
10 at the 13-yard line.
And he will score. It's a touchdown. Will Fuller with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Texans have broken the tie.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll run on first down. Nixon. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Gun. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. John Ross, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started in intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
The Bengals.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
Play action. He'll buy some time right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 5'9",
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 24, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Get him! 55 Mike, got him. Alert! 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The 25-yard line.
Burrow will throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
A 5-yard.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. To the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Johnson, the ball.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that the defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Let's go, let's go. Check your things. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Get in there. Check 99. Check 99.
Again, it's Johnson. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Johnson, the ball.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. That's out to the left and complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Here I come. Check safety, check safety. Slam, slam, slam. Check 37, check 37.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
2nd and goal from the 1. To Johnson again. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
And goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
6 yards. Brings up 4th and goal.
So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
4-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 49, check 49, check 49. Check 49. 55. Touchdown, defense. Check 24, check 24. Check, check, check. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Here's a Johnson. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Today's final score.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Texans, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.